Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Happy greetings to you wherever you are. I wanted to make this video about whether you've ever been made redundant at work or ever been fired or been released from your job. Because I was recently made redundant from my recent company, and they decided to downsize. And of course, I was not expecting it, and it was a shock for me in the beginning, and it's taken time to process. But this is a reminder that you are not your job. Your identity is not what you do. It's just what you do. It's a job that you perform. So, whenever you begin to feel that you don't know who you are without your job, remind yourself that you are far more than that and that you are far greater than any title or position or role and the salary that goes related to it. Now, of course, the pay that we get for the job we do, it can be a huge source of satisfaction and fulfillment and feeling good about yourself, and especially if it's work that you think is contributing to the greater good or helping people improve their lives in some way. And if that's your job, then I really hope that you feel that satisfaction and meaningfulness, because your job has a purpose and it's for a great cause, for a great good, even if other people do not see that immediately, and perhaps even you don't recognize that immediately. In terms of my experience, I would never expected that I would be made redundant, but it did. Lo and behold, it happened to me. And so it can happen. And sometimes these changes are shocking and unexpected, and you don't know how to respond or react or how to pivot in that situation. But remember that it's only a matter of time that you will be able to pivot and take the next step and decide, what is my plan? Where am I going from here? What is my move? And asking yourself, what are my options? Because your brain will immediately begin to look through all those opportunities and options and possibilities. So I hope this encourages you and gives you some support and peace of mind. Even if you're not redundant, you haven't been fired, you haven't been let go from your job, but maybe you feel like you don't know who you would be if you didn't do your job, or you don't know what you would do if you weren't doing your job, which maybe you've been doing it for many years. Some people spend up to 20 years in their job, and it becomes really deeply combined and etched and imprinted on their psyche that this is who they are, this is who I am in the world, and this is what I'm about. And maybe if that's your mission in life, that's your life purpose, and you really feel that deep connection to it and the tantamount satisfaction and peace of mind and purpose and fulfillment that it has, then you have a great synergy. You have a great partnership between who you really are in your heart, who you think you are, who you feel you are, your inspiration, your divine mission in life, and what you're actually doing. There is that matching, there is that connection, rather than a disconnect or a incongruence. So remind yourself, let this be your gentle public reminder that you are not defined by your job, whether it's good or bad, or this or that, or you feel good about it. It's great if you feel good about the work you do. However, if you're not enjoying your work and you're not fulfilled or happy with it and you want to change, that is okay too. Because that is what so many humans, so many people, so much of humanity yearns for and seeks for. And so many people end up in jobs just to pay the rent, to survive, to have a place to go to so they can make money to manage their lives and maintain themselves. And that is commendable too, because you're supporting yourself. You are being a responsible member of society and the world, and not being a burden on society by just living off of other people. which it's not a judgment I am making, but it's just maybe a way to describe that particular scenario. So, friends, in conclusion, you are not your job. It's just something you do. It's a task you perform. It's a way that you engage with the economy, that the money circulates in your life, and it's a way that you have been able to build a life for yourself till now. But that can change. Like in my case, for instance, I now have the opportunity to either find another salaried job in a company, in a corporation or organization, or choose to chart my own path forward and maybe become a professional tarot card reader and continue to do that more dedicatedly. Or I can also combine that with being a life coach, or just do both. Why do we have to choose? If I have the options, I have the opportunity. So those are my options now that I'm deciding to pivot. I'm no longer working with that company. I blessed the experience and the opportunity, but I had to move on, and that is God's way for me. So, in your own destiny, in your own path, allow yourself to be guided by your heart's passion and who you really are, what really makes you happy, little by little. You don't have to make the big jump overnight and drop your job and jump into a new track when you don't even have a foundation or the skeleton, build up or skeleton framework. Just take it step by step, and if anything, stay where you are. Keep doing what you're doing. But despite the happiness or unhappiness and dissatisfaction with your job, just remind yourself, hey, this is not me. This does not define who you are. It doesn't make you a good or bad person or a worthy or unworthy individual. It's just a way that you've decided and managed to engage with the economy to maintain yourself in this planet, on this planet, and to allow money to circulate in your life for now. And that's a choice that you've made, and you can make other choices moving forward in your future. All right? So I hope that you move forward with a greater, deeper sense of peace, knowing that you are beyond the job that you've been in or have been in or left or was made redundant from, whatever it is. No harm, no foul. But when it's time for you to move on and life pushes you forward, take the leap, move forward, walk hand in hand with destiny, with God, and with your higher power. Okay? Thanks for tuning in. Bye from Jen at Personal Power Wellness Coaching.